First off, we put flour on the board lightly. Dump out our dough. Using our scraper, we get it into a ball. Cut your portions. They should be weighing about 2 pounds apiece. I usually weigh them, but I won't for the demonstration. Make sure just to keep your flour light on your board. And to make a batard, bring your dough out so. Fold it like this, flip it around like this, then we seal the edge here. Now this would be the first shaping. I'll let it set a few minutes and then we'll shape it again. And here we go again. You're rolling it in, creating a skin on the outside to hold the dough in. There's your next loaf, set it aside. And this one will be a boules. For the boules, I bring over all the edges until we have a nice round ball. Then I do some somewhat forming. And the boules we will set aside on the surface with no flour under it so that we can round it up in a few minutes. Okay, now after you've waited, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, sometimes up to 5 if the dough's stiff, you take your first loaf again, and it's kind of flattened out a little. You fold it in and then roll it up and seal it again. There you go. To put it in the banneton, you get your semolina flour, sprinkle it in there, get it along those little shelves. Then pick up your loaf, pop it in. And we do that again. I usually keep a bit of flour and semolina in the banneton all the time, dried. It helps the dough not to stick. Now we'll go ahead and shape this last one again. If you were to want the ends a little more sharp on the end, you would take and you would roll the ends so they would be a little sharper, but I don't want them that way this time. Any large bubbles you can pinch. I think we'll roll this one more time. There we go. Put it in the banneton. We'll be letting it proof for about 2 hours. The boules is a little sticky on the bottom, and after about 5 minutes it's a little bit flat, has flattened out. And it hasn't been 5 minutes yet, but we'll go ahead and do it now. Then we do the rounding up of it. There, it's sitting up higher. And we go ahead and put that in a banneton also. And that we turn upside down. And there we have it. There's all three. Now we're ready to turn the loaf out on the peel. Put some semolina on the top in case there's any moist spots, it won't stick to the peel. Then we take, brush off your loaf. And do our slicing here. Ready to pop in the oven. We now have the finished loaf. It's in the oven for half an hour at 450 to begin with, and then 425. So we'll start on the next loaf. You can tell that this loaf is proofed because when you press into it, the indents come out slowly. So we'll turn this one over onto the peel and get this one going now. Sprinkle the semolina on top again so it won't stick. Turn out the loaf. This wonderful lamé was made by Bill Flannery of Australia and is sold in the Australian sourdough site online in their store. If you want to get one, I highly recommend them. So we'll do the slashing. And now this one's ready to pop in the oven. These are the two loaves that are done so far. This one's still pretty hot. And this one's just about ready to go in. I'll heat up the oven a little bit longer. You can see that when you press it in, it fills in slowly, and the indent stays. So that tells you that it's proofed and about ready to go. So I'll be putting it in a minute. Here we go with the third loaf. This is a Boules. Spread some semolina on the top. Make sure it doesn't stick to the peel. Turn it over. Now we'll slash this loaf. When you slash the Boules, you don't slash very deeply. Now this one's ready to pop in. We'll have it done in no time. Here's the third loaf. So we have all three loaves done. Here's the Boules. There we have it. Let's go ahead and take a slice of this loaf and see what the crumb looks like. It's still warm. Should be cool when you cut it. Yeah. Looks a little shreddy and gummy when you cut it warm. There we have it.